dyno is so important because we get to monitor various parameters with the car. Typically we log boost, air-fuel ratio. We have capability to log exhaust gas temperature, and all of that information is critical in ending up with a perfect calibration.
It makes it to where we can safely tune these cars for wide open throttle, make sure that everything's the way it should be. And it's also nice to be able to give the customer before and after and let them know what they got for their investment.
You're able to buy the what they call the Pro software that enables us to configure this thing a lot of different ways for all different types of engine testing. We can look at crankcase pressure, we can look at boost, we can look at air-fuel ratios, we can look at all types of different temps, we can measure EGTs and individual cylinders if we choose, so we can configure this thing more like a test lab rather than just run-of-the-mill, gee, I want to know how much horsepower my car makes. I mean, it's important, we want to know how much horsepower and torque we make, and we want to see what kind of improvements and results, but we also want to know what's happening with the engine. Is it happy? Is it going to live with these modifications and with this tuning? So we do a lot in the way of logging and testing and looking at all this data and making sure that the things we build are going to stay built and be durable and dependable for the customers. We'll sometimes use an engine dyno if we're going to make say for instance you're starting from scratch on a program for a car for an engine that's a really odd displacement. What's going to happen is all the volumetric efficiency tables are going to be completely different than anything that would have been in this car's ECM.
You're going with large cubic inches, real high flow heads, real big aggressive camshaft. I think it's good to start on the engine dyno for a couple reasons. You get to kind of get a baseline calibration built for your car, and you also get to monitor and see if there are any issues you need to work out before you actually go through all the work of installing the engine in the vehicle. The dyno is the key. That's a tuner's best tool.